How painful did you feel with all those lasers? Honestly, there weren't enough. There weren't enough lasers in my opinion. They totally could have done about 100 more. I'm joking. It was amazing. The Coke Studio Live, oh my gosh. I never thought that like I'd get to see a show featuring me that has like that much visual stuff going on. And I guess I can talk a little bit more about kind of how we programmed it now that it's over, right? So clearly I can't be in two places at once. So I was dancing and singing, of course, as you might have been able to see on the stage, right? But the part that featured me kind of headbanging, I guess, and like pointing the lasers and such, that was pre-recorded, of course. But the whole idea was for it to be kind of like the Shrek, the Excision Shrek thing. And I feel like it popped off. The Shrek part. Like my producer said, we wanted to do something that quote unquote only a virtual artist could really do. And I know maybe for like a real person you could like record yourself doing something like that, but it really felt at that moment, seeing all the photos that people took and such, I thought to myself, this is what I always want to do at live shows. I always want to try and do something that only we can do from here on out. You know, because I think it's really cool. It's cool to, you know, get into like, oh, analog lives, etc. and keeping that spirit alive. And becoming Shrek? Not necessarily. Deadbeat. Crossing the border between virtual and reality I think it's a good idea. I think that you can approach being a virtual performer in two different ways. Oh, actually, there are a couple different ways, more than two different ways that you can approach it, but I feel like the main ones that crop up to mind are keep everything as analog as possible because you're so virtual, right? You know, perform with real human beings, real human band, no like, you know, crazy, super intense effects. You want it to seem like a real flesh being in front of you performing, right? As much as possible, but you're virtual. Or, and this is what I think I want to do, I want to try and like fuse the worlds as much as possible by blurring the lines between reality and virtual, by doing things that only a virtual artist can do, stuff like that. Like when I saw the videos that Staff Song took afterward too, I don't know if I can share them, maybe Coke will release it later, but when I saw those, I was like, this is what I want to keep doing. Like Kiara's 50-foot VTuber show dream. I bet that we can do it if we get the Las Vegas Sphere. We could totally make that dream a reality. Yeah, like gorillas. Gorillas is also one thing that I think of immediately. Blurring the lines between virtual and reality. Because I don't wanna reject all that is virtual, if that makes any sense. I feel like that's not the direction I want to take. There was a time where I thought to myself, maybe that's like the way to do something new and refreshing, but now I'm kind of thinking, I don't think that that's what I want to do. I don't want to just leave virtual behind except for my body, if that makes any sense. Because the virtual part's so important. Let's keep pushing the boundaries. Let's keep doing things that only we can do.